Back when I was 18, I got in a relationship that would fuck up my mind. Every single day was like fucking torture. I was waking up stressed, depressed, anxious, and I was just overall just fucking miserable. I had the same thought in my fucking head, thinking that she was cheating on me, she was cheating on me, she was cheating on me. And she probably fucking did. And it fucking destroyed me. And we broke up. I got a new relationship a couple months later with a new girl that was way more higher quality, but nothing changed. I was still stressed, I was still depressed, I was still anxious and fucking miserable with the thought that, oh, maybe she's cheating on me, maybe she's cheating on me, over and over and over again. Because it isn't the situation, relationship, the girl, the job, the status, it isn't anything that changes you. The circumstance doesn't change you. It's you. It comes from within that actually changes. And chasing women didn't fucking change me. Doing all this shit, trying to go and look for something to just cope, didn't fucking change me. For a year and a half, I still have the same thoughts, but still negative beliefs, and I still felt terrible about myself. I was still anxious, I was still stressed, I was still depressed, and I just wasted a whole entire fucking year of my life because I didn't actually fucking change. Then I took fucking action. I sat down and instead of thinking, have these thoughts of, oh, I'm anxious, oh, I'm stressed, oh, I'm depressed, oh, that girl probably cheated on me, over and over and over again in my head. And I actually fucking wrote it down. I had a year and a half to think about it, and I never solved the fucking problem. I never changed myself. I never improved any aspect of my life in a year and a half of thinking about it. And most men, every single day, they think about their problems, they think about their issues, and they never solve those fucking problems or issues. So I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I said, why am I depressed? Why am I anxious? Why am I stressed? Why do I keep on thinking that about that girl a year and a half ago that isn't even a part of my life anymore? Why do I keep on thinking about this? And I used logic. I thought like, okay, why is this even useful in my life? I journaled about it. I did deep journaling every single day. I would wake up and be like, shit, I still have that thought in my head. I still have that thought in my head. And I did it over and over and over and over again. And slowly over time, I realized that I was just being a fucking idiot. I was just being fucking stupid. And after a month of doing that straight, just fucking writing it down, I actually changed. I was always felt like a failure in my academics. I always felt a failure in my relationships, a failure in almost everything I did. Almost always had that thought in my head like, oh, I'm a failure. Oh, I don't deserve to be happy. Oh, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. And I changed. For a year straight, I was going to the gym over and over and over again. I made no progress. I probably lost progress. And after doing this, after journaling, after realizing that I was just being a fucking bitch, I was able to change. I was actually improving. I gained muscle. I gained strength. I gained confidence. I gained happiness. I genuinely improved myself, and that's why we need to change. We can't just stay thinking about our issues, thinking about our mistakes over and over and over again. We need to solve the problem. As men, we are problem solvers. We don't just sit around all day being fucking philosophical about it like, oh, did she cheat on me? Oh, did she do this? Oh, did she do that? We need to just accept the fucking facts, move on, and solve the problem. Because I wasn't moving on. I was stuck there over and over and over and over again. And I realized that I was the problem. My mental health was a problem. I wasn't accomplishing anything because I was a problem, because I felt like I was a failure. I had a poor self-image. I thought of myself so negatively. I hated myself. I had self-hatred and I wanted to get rid of that. So that's why you need to change, because changing gets you to success. Let's say me and you are in a car. We need to get to the fucking barber shop. We don't have any GPS. We're not entirely sure where it is. There's a T junction, so you can either do a left or a right. You can't go straight. And we're just sitting there like, okay, should we go to the left or should we go to the right? Should we just sit there for fucking months, sit there for years, thinking, oh, is it a left turn or is it a right turn that's gonna get us closer to the fucking barbershop? The barbershop is probably not gonna fucking exist in the next couple fucking years, but we sit there. We sit there over and over and over again. So what should we actually fucking do? We should take action. We should take action and solve the problem. Okay, maybe the barbershop is on the fucking right. So we go up, we look left, right. Oh, maybe it looks more to the left. Because I remember it being in Visser in Sydney, it looks more like that. It's that city over there. So we turn left to go to the barbershop, and we actually get closer to the barbershop instead of sitting on the fucking street for the rest of our fucking lives until we're fucking dead. So you need to take action. You can't be sitting here over and over and over again, rotting. So what should we take action on to improve our mental health? The best thing that we need to take action on is our self-image. And in a course I'm working on, I'm teaching young men to improve their self-image so they can find more success and be more happy with their lives. So links in the description. I'm going to tell you what self-image is right now. Self-image is how we view ourselves. So when I was back in that relationship, I thought of myself as a person that didn't deserve love, a person that didn't deserve happiness. And I always had this negative belief in myself that I was a failure, that I deserved to be miserable, and I wasn't going to find any success in my life. And I got exactly those things. I wasn't happy. I didn't find much success. I was miserable. I felt like a fucking failure. I felt like I was a failure in everything. I did terrible in school. I did terrible in everything in my life. And I just wasn't just like accomplished. I feel like I accomplished nothing. So when we have this negative self-image, we don't accomplish anything. We just actually just detract from our success. We don't find success. We don't find accomplishments. So that's why we need to improve our self-image. That's why we need to have a better self-image. Now I think of myself as a tall, confident, strong man. I think of myself as someone that's successful, someone that's smart. And it showed. I always did terrible in school. I had like a 2.3 GPA in high school and college. I now have almost a 4.0 GPA. And that was just because of my self-image. I thought of myself not as a failure, but as someone who's successful, someone who's striving for success, someone that has a mission and a goal. So we need to find this mission and goal. We need to change how we view ourselves. Think of ourselves not as this failure, this loser, this guy that got cheated on, or this guy that is overweight, this guy that fucking hates himself. And we need to think of ourselves as a person that is striving for success. A person that's already succeeded or striving for success. You can do either or. I think striving for success is a little bit nicer because it makes you work harder. Because when you think you're already succeeded, you might get complacent. You might think of yourself like, oh, I already accomplished so many things in my life. I don't need to really work as hard. So think of yourself as someone that has a purpose, someone that's driven, someone that has a goal. Then actually set those goals. Set your goal on what you want to accomplish within the next 2 months. I have goals up there, and I've accomplished a few, didn't accomplish some, but I still had something to work towards. I still had something to get. And I had a goal this entire year to lose weight, and to get abs, and I've lost 25 pounds from that. And if I didn't set that goal, I probably would have lost 25 pounds. I probably would have gained weight, maybe lost maybe 5 pounds, because our mind goes towards goals. If we have goals of, I want to reach this weight, I want to bench press this weight, I want to get this grade in school. Like, let's say I want to get an A in my math class. I have that in my head over and over and over again. I'm going to work harder in my math class. So that's why when we have this positive self-image, we select the right goals. But we can also select the wrong goals if we have the negative self-image. When I thought I was a failure, I would be like, oh, I'm just going to barely pass my class. Oh, I'm going to not do so good in math. I'm not going to do so good in English class. And I didn't do good in English class or math class. It isn't really rocket science. It's like goals that we set. As if I have this thought that I'm a fat little fuck, I'm going to eat the junk food more. I'm going to be more lazy. I'm not going to do the cardio. I'm going to go to the gym less. Sometimes not even go to the gym. And I'm just going to be worse. So that's why we need to be like, I'm a fat guy. Sure, I'm a fat guy, but I go to the gym. I'm strong. I'm working on myself. I'm doing cardio. I'm doing these things to get towards the goal. I want to have a 6-pack abs. I want to have a 4-pack abs. I want to be lean and a good physique. And when we set those goals, we set that, we can actually walk towards our fucking accomplishments. It's just like, instead of sitting there over and over again, like, oh, I'm a fat little fuck, I'm a fat little fuck. When me and you are in the car and we want to go to the gym so we can go lose weight, we can go do cardio. I'm a fat little fuck, I'm a fat little fuck. Before we even like turn the key on, we just need to turn the key on and be like, I am a fat little fuck, so let's go to the gym and go do something. Let's go accomplish this goal. Instead of sitting there like, oh, I'm a fat little fuck. I don't deserve to go to the gym. I don't deserve to be happy. So I want you to, right now, if you have all these fucked up things in your head that makes you feel terrible, go right fucking now. Get a piece of paper. Get a piece of paper. Get a fucking pencil. Hold on, let me get a fucking pencil. Get a pencil and write down why you feel this way. Like, why do I feel depressed? Whew. I'm a pain in the ass, fucking right. Why do I feel depressed? And think about it. Instead of thinking about it in here, where we think like, oh, maybe I'm depressed because of this, but 5 seconds later, because our shitty attention span, as we destroy it over and over and over again, it just disappears why you feel depressed. When you have it written down, you're like, shit, I can, like, what was I thinking about? You can read it. You can read it, and when you do this deep journaling, this deep thought, you're actually able to realize that you are being a little bitch fat. You do have a purpose that you need to fulfill. And if you feel like you don't have a purpose to fulfill, doing this over and over and over and over again, you'll eventually get to answers like, what do I want to accomplish in my life? Who do I want to help in my life? Who do I want to marry? What is my dream job? What is my dream house? If I had all the money in the world, what type of work would I still do? And you get to these questions, start getting to these more positive, better questions, and you start answering them. I mean, you start working towards them because you actually have that goal, to have that thought in your head that if I had all the money in the world, what would I still work on? I would work on this. I would work on helping young men improve their mental health. I would work as an engineer to design things and help people. I would do that. So what the fuck would you do? Do you have any accomplishments that you're proud of? Or do you have accomplishments that you want to achieve? And the last thing I want to talk about is discipline. When we set all these goals, we set all these things, we're going to have setbacks eventually. We're eventually going to, like, let's say, I want to get 4-pack abs by, like, fucking December. And I'm working towards it, I'm working towards it. I'm going to have a setback. I'm going to make a mistake. Sometimes I'm going to eat too much in a day, or I'm going to eat this bad food that I know I shouldn't eat, or I'm going to miss a cardio session. And that's when we need discipline. Discipline is when you do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. When I feel like, dang, I don't want to go do fucking cardio. I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to sit around and do fucking nothing. Like yesterday, I didn't want to go to the gym yesterday. I was making excuses in my head like, oh, I shouldn't go to the gym. I'm just bored. I would rather just sit around, relax all day. And instead of listening to that, I had discipline in my head. I'm like, hey, that's just the bullshit in my head that got me down into the negative self-belief, the negative self-image that made me miserable, made me want to fucking kill myself, that made me depressed and stressed and anxious and feel like a failure. And I followed and listened to my discipline, and I felt a million times more better. I felt like I accomplished the fucking world. So please, go get disciplined. Go find something that challenges you. Like going to the gym, doing cardio, doing those things, going to the gym, doing cardio. Doing those things will slowly build discipline. Maybe you feel like you don't need the gym. Maybe you don't feel like you need cardio. Isn't your best self, isn't the most perfect version of yourself, the version of yourself, doesn't that person have a good physique? Don't they look as attractive as possible? Or do they have a weird physique, rolled shoulders? They look like a fucking idiot. Instead of a tall, confident, strong version of yourself. A version of yourself that's happy. A version of yourself that looks in the mirror and is like, damn, I would fuck myself. You need to get that. So go to the gym. Go get strong. Go build discipline. Because when you have discipline, you can accomplish fucking anything in the world. So thank you for watching. My name's Hunter Smith. I'm working on this YouTube channel and a video course as well. The video course is going to be going over how to really improve your self-image, because I went from a very, very negative self-image, suicidal thoughts almost every single day, to where I am truly happy with myself, where I can feel like I have accomplished so much in my life, and where I have mental fortitude, where I'm strong against what the world gives me. So please, please, go improve your self-image. Go write down what you need to do and start this journey with me and start this journey for yourself. Thank you. You better lock the fuck in.